We've had a number of mayoral candidates come through and hang out and chime in on their thoughts as they get ready for the primary and then the April 4th ballot. Well, the latest name to throw their hat in the ring is the Reverend Larry Rice. You might know him as the man who runs the homeless shelter downtown. He is going to be joining us. We have him by phone. Good morning, Reverend Larry Rice. Welcome to Big 550 KTRS.
Good morning. Yes, I'll be a candidate in the general election on April the 4th as the only independent candidate.
Aha, so you bypass the Democratic process, or the Democratic primary, if you will. So there'll be a Republican, a Democrat, and then an independent, and that's what you did. Now, you only had to put in 400
Yeah, but I had so many people wanted to sign my petition. I actually submitted like 1,200 signatures, and I had 300 or 400 come in. After that, about 1,500 people nominated me. So it was easy getting those, and so we got more than what was required.
Yeah, but you only needed 487 signatures? That seems like an awfully low threshold. It seems like I could run for mayor if I wanted to.
Well, that's because I go on a percentage of how many people voted in the last mayoral election. Not very many people voted out of the city of St. Louis in the last mayoral election.
Reverend Larry Rice, why do you want to become mayor of the city of St. Louis?
Because I believe the people have suffered enough. There's a lot of issues that over the past 45 years that I have seen that are not being addressed. I'm tired of seeing them want to build more soccer stadiums, football stadiums, and deny that we have a major crime problem. People are shooting each other. We're seeing people hungry, homeless, utilities shut off. I believe the people have suffered enough. And I got a detailed plan at that website. The people have suffered enough.
Many people point to you as one of the reasons as stopping progress in the city of St. Louis. Many people say you're part of the problem.
Well, the people that say that have never been inside our place, those are not people that are relating to the real hurting people. Those are the people that are getting the major money from the 85% of the CDA grants that are going in the Central West corridor. And we see so many people that are left out and hurting. I'm trying to take care of people. You go downtown, it's atrocious. So many people on the streets, and there'll be over 200, 250 more if we were to shut down our place. I want to see a social worker in the St. Louis Library. I want to see those people off those streets. I want them to help. I'm here to give people a hand up, not a handout, and I'll do that as mayor.
What about the citizens who live in that area, though? The people who could be voting for you who say that your center, New Life Evangelistic Center, causes more problems and more crime?
Well, there was something known as a manifest destiny, and when people moved into an area, they wanted to get rid of the Indians and everybody else. The homeless were there first. We got to learn to have a beloved community and learn to live together. When I went out and got signatures from people in the immediate area, the businesses on Washington Street signed our signatures. It comes down to about 25 people that want our property, that want us out of sight, out of mind, along with the homeless. Our neighbor next door, the Brad Waltrip family, those 23 properties, they want that building. But we're not going anywhere because we're here to help people. I've been doing it for 45 years, and I'll do it even more when I become mayor.
Reverend Larry Rice, a couple months ago, there was a very bad problem where tens, 20, 30 homeless people were walking around like zombies because of some drug that the homeless had gotten a hold of. And as tragic as it was, I was talking to a couple of business people who work and live down there, and they were fed up because they couldn't grow their business. It was very difficult to bring people into a meeting where you had to step over zombies who were high on drugs. How is that, and what you're doing at that new evangelistic center, how is that helping the homeless people if they're all walking around like zombies around your homeless shelter?
That was a major problem, took place all over the United States. It was K2. Nobody in our place was doing that. That was in front of the library. You're going to shut down the library? I hope not. They spent $90 million for that. But I'm telling you, these people were allowed by the guy in the parking lot next door to lay outside his place. There's nobody in front of our place. When we saw a problem, we called the police. The problem, yes, is very cute. I want to get these people off the streets, and it won't happen by the way that they're doing it now. We need social workers in the library like they have in other major cities throughout the United States. We need to break the cycle of homelessness. It's only getting worse with the present administration. And what Lila Cruz is proposing, that she wants to put a lock on our place. The woman's never been in the place. She cannot relate to these people.
How come that doesn't happen at the St. Patrick's Center, which also has a mission?
It did. You just didn't get it reported. You need to know the facts. You know what's happening over at Biddle House. Drive around at night and you'll see all the people that are sleeping outside those places. They're open 9 to 5. I mean, you'll have problems out there, but it's not being reported. In fact, the number of homeless people coming to us has gone up radically after they opened the Biddle House. I'm shocked at the number of men that have nowhere to go at night. And if we were to shut this place down, where would the hospital send them, the police send them, or anybody else? Let's get with the facts. I mean, I live among these people. I want to see them off the streets more than anybody.
As of right now, you have a permit to operate the homeless shelter, but only 35 people are allowed to spend the night there.
Oh, we don't even have that. That's why we're going to court. That's why we're appealing all this. They took that away from us, too. We are willing to get any and every permit that we can. But they told us they won't give us a permit for our church, our TV station, our offices, or anything there unless I put the sick and handicapped out of my building. Jeanette, who's on the second floor, that came out of a coma after she'd been with us 5 days, put the women and children off the third floor and the veterans and the sick out. I can't do that. You see, I got a higher calling, and that is to help people. The people have suffered enough, and that's what I'm doing as mayor, because there's a spiritual void in this culture of death that we call the city of St. Louis. We see it manifested in the 200 people shot throughout this city. We see it now. They want to put the people out on the streets with nowhere to go. That's violence, and violence is silence. And silence is violence, and that's why I'm speaking up, getting involved, not only to keep our shelter open, but to help all the people who have suffered enough when they want to build a soccer stadium. God help us. Where are we going as a city?
Reverend Larry Rice, one more time, let me ask you the question. The criticism directed towards you, oftentimes on this program and others, say that if you were to, the criticism of you is that you are using the homeless people for your own benefit and truly not helping them. You might give them a place to sleep at night, but you're not teaching them how to fish. You're not teaching them the skills they need to get off the streets, and you are perpetuating the homeless problem by what you're doing.
That's mostly being said by ignorant people that don't know what we're doing. They're so stupid they can't go turn on Channel 24 that's operated by homeless people. They're not aware of American Renewable Energy that's operated by homeless people. Homeless people have been set free from the cycle of homelessness. I've been doing it for 45 years. I'll do it for the rest of my life. But now I'm extending it not only to homeless, but people who have the utilities shut off, unemployed, and are sick and tired of the way the city of St. Louis is going. That's why I'm going to be the next mayor.
Reverend Larry Rice, you're always welcome here. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye now.
Goodbye. There you go. 724, Big 550, KT.